In Frigate Bay today, I wanted to give you some inclinations on questions that people are having dealing with citizenship properties. When you get a property for citizenship, sorry it's a little bit dark today, it's almost 5 o'clock, it's real cloudy here today too, just rain. But there's quite a few people that want to put properties either in a trust, foundation, IBC, International Business Company, whatever. If you're getting citizenship, you can't take the citizenship property and put it in one of these entities. You used to be able to do that. They changed the law back in January the 1st, 2012, where you could not do that if you're doing it for citizenship. In other words, you're buying that property for citizenship purposes. Now, can you do other properties? Yeah, you can do other properties, but not the citizenship property itself. Now, you can, after 5 years of holding the property, if you want to switch it back into corporation or whatever, you can do that, but I wouldn't advise it because you're going to have a stamp duty of 10%. If you got $1 million in properties, that's 100,000 US dollars that you're going to pay out in a tax. Also, if you get a chance, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, if you want more information, and then hit that top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us, we'll get back with you. We deal with a lot of citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the right of your screen, and also the notification bell. You get new videos as they come out automatically. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. All right, now, wanted to bring this out to you because people, a lot of times they do this, they don't get advice, and they do it and they go, they'll take properties that are outside the citizenship because the government will not allow it. If you're trying to put it in a corporation, trust, foundation, whatever, for a citizenship property, it won't get approved that way. But like I said, you can do it after 5 years. You can switch it back in your name, but it would be foolish because you're going to pay a huge tax. Now, you can take the other properties and do them that way. But as I mentioned to you before, you're going to throw yourself in a tax trap because, as I mentioned to you before, now Nevis corporations, irregardless of what people are telling you, I went in, I talked with Revenue Department. I just saw a video that just came out. Just came out on tax havens, and one of the things they talked about was Nevis having their offshore corporations having no taxes. I'm thinking, where in the hell are they getting this information from? I'm getting it right from Revenue. It's on the internet. If you dig in, you'll find it. But these people evidently are not doing that. And people are getting themselves in a tax trap by not getting good advice on this. I'm telling you. Now, are they enforcing it? No, they're not really enforcing it right now, but I can tell you, as the OECD grinds in their tentacles, that will come. And if you're making that mistake, it's going to be a costly mistake for you. You're going to have to end up taking properties out and paying a stamp duty or capital gains tax, depending on where your properties are located. And it's going to run you into a real problem. A better choice right now, and this could change, as I mentioned before, is a Seychelles company. And now that could change because the OECD is coming down on those countries too. Okay, so that's why you look at these videos here, because we try to keep you up to date when these changes are made. That's the citizenship development up on the top of the hill. Big Radisson's running that one, but hadn't been completed yet. But these are the things that you need to be looking at and understanding before you make big moves like this, because it can be really costly if you don't know what you're doing. And I'll tell you something, most people that are lawyers down here, they're not going to tell you this stuff. You're going to have to know this stuff a little bit yourself, and or get advice from a company that specializes in this. And we can give you advice on that. We're not a law firm, so we'll actually work with our lawyer if you're, because we don't do the title work. We're a licensed real estate company here, and we have 2 authorized persons that work through our company. We've got wholesale rates, and we work with them And we got rates that obviously you're not going to be able to get from anybody else. We got real inexpensive rates with our authorized persons. So what we'll do is try to educate you on what you're actually looking to do, and how to go about doing it. But now, Hong Kong is a good example. I've mentioned this before. We've talked with our agents dealing with Hong Kong. The problem that you're going to have, they're already having problems with Hong Kong, is disputing income that's outside the country. If it's not being taxed somewhere else, Hong Kong wants to tax it. We're already getting stuff, and you'll talk to some registered agents, they're not telling you this, but they are coming back, and they're trying to, and some of these were in dispute over the last several years. So this is something you're going to really have to think about when you're doing this, because it can make a big difference on your when you start planning your business under one of these corporate entities. And Hong Kong also, you're required to be audited once a year, and that's going to cost you around $1,000 to $5,000 a year on the average. It's about 15 months before they start doing that. You don't have that with Seychelles. They don't have the audit requirements. They also, the corporate structures are cheaper. It's just a lot better place. Now, I've heard some people say, Seychelles, they got this bad reputation. Well, there's reputations with I've never had a problem getting a bank account with the Seychelles company, or even Belize for that matter. I've heard the same thing with Belize, even in Singapore. But that being said, there is it's the noisiest motorcycle I've ever heard. But anyway, this is something you need to think about, because Hong Kong is changing and somewhat on their territorial tax system, dealing with kind of like Portugal's got. If you're not being taxed somewhere else, they want to tax you. And you'll hear from some of these guys that are saying they aren't. We're already having service providers that are having issues with the government on that. Okay. If you got any questions or comments, just put it below, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen, and also that notification bell next to the subscription button. And also go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions. Hit that bottom bar that says send it to us, we'll get back with you. This is a citizenship development here up on the hilltop. And we'll be glad to get back with you. We deal with countries all over the world, not just St. Kitts and Nevis. This one has a really good program though, because of the visa-free travel, no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. Folks, it just doesn't get any better than this. I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.